I think the chapter on Abraham is, first of all, I would say you need to know who you are. Like, we have a crisis of identity in our culture. Obviously, the culture war is a crisis of identity. Well, this is a book about identity. It's about the identity of the divine and its relationship with man and woman, let's say, and culture for that matter. And that's an analysis of the core of identity, or you could say the core of harmonious identity, or the identity that is good. Now, maybe you don't believe that such a thing exists. Well, good luck to you. No, I'm saying that in a truly ironic manner. You're in a form of hell if that's what you believe. It may be a nihilistic hell or a power-driven hell or a hedonistic hell, but it's a form of hell. And you might not think that hell exists. It's like, if you're there long enough, you'll start to believe in it. More specifically, there are keys. One of the keys is in the book of Abraham, because the book of Abraham details out the meaningful pathway of life, which isn't security, safety, hedonic self-gratification, any of that. It's adventure. Well, and people know that. It's like, what do you want from your life? You want to be taken care of like an infant? You have all your needs are requited the moment that you manifest one? People are at your beck and call? What, you going to lay unconscious in your crib? Or do you want to be James Bond? You want to have an adventure, or maybe a romantic adventure? That'd be a good deal. Okay, how? That's what's in the book of Abraham. It tells you how. And part of the key to that is that these three things are the same: truth, responsibility, and adventure. Those are the same thing. So I make that case in the book, and it's exciting. It's a very exciting thing to know. The most adventurous pathway forward, which is also the most meaningful pathway forward, is the one that involves the voluntary bearing of the maximum amount of responsibility. That's the symbol of the cross, by the way. And why is that? Well, let's say you go and watch a secret agent movie. Well, what's James Bond trying to do? He's trying to save Western civilization, or he's trying to save the world. Well, that's responsibility. Without that responsibility, there wouldn't be any adventure. There's nothing at stake. And if there's nothing at stake, there's no meaning. So all this responsibility that, let's say, the hedonist flees from, it's like, fair enough, you can degenerate into your infantile self-gratification, but you lose the major source of intrigue. And it depends to some degree on how you think human beings are constituted. If it's each according to his need, that's so pathetic. It's like, who are you? You're just a bottomless pit of consumption. Well, no wonder you are fat and miserable. It's appalling. It's an appalling view. You're a contender on a brutal landscape, and you can do it. And so that's a fun thing to know. And why is that associated with truth? Because you have to give yourself up if you're going to tell the truth. Because you don't know what's going to happen. But that's insanely interesting, because you don't know. It's like, well, what happens if I say this?